Hi, everyone. I just had a conversation with a very dear mentor of mine, and she made a comment that my words were like pearls for her. And I realized that those pearls need to be shared with more people. So let me share with you what I was sharing with her. And just to give a little bit of a context to this, there's a place where we have an awareness that we are growing into a greater sense of who we are. And I think during this time with being home and kind of questioning how we show up in the world and how we would like to show up in the world, or how we would like to feel the fulfillment that we desire in our current life, given that we have been restricted socially and through business and that kind of thing and personal connections. So that gives you a bit of context. And what I said to her is that the microcosm of growing into our authenticity comes with challenges. There is no other way. We are going to have the doubt and the worry and the pushback as we authentically show up as who we are. So as I sit, for me personally, as I sit with the doubt or the worry with my paintings and wonder about the particular painting's success or my own success, and I'm not just saying this, this is a very real experience of creating the beautiful art that I create, that my mind plays tricks on me and tells me things like, this is a hot mess, you're never going to be able to pull this off, you're not that talented, yeah, da. And what I know to be true is I can look around my walls and see all the evidence of what I have created. So I know the story in my head is just a story. It's not actually the truth. I do have the skills and the tools to create beautiful pieces of artwork. So when I'm up against that self-doubt and worry, it's more about what is my relationship to this aspect of my brain that keeps telling me, stop, you can't do this. No, that's not right. What is my relationship to that? So let me continue. As I think about the success of a particular painting, or my own success, I know that I'm on the right path, because coming to terms with this aspect of who I am is all I've ever sought in my life. I don't ever want to run away from this mind of mine that would have me believe and act and react in a particular way, because it's not the truth of who I am, right? There is a spirit within me and a guide and an intuition that isn't reactive, that just knows with certainty what it knows, right? Through the wisdom of this life. And knowing that all I've ever sought is to fully understand who I am and how I work and how I react in this particular moment or that particular moment, or how can I be a bit more expansive when previously I would have reacted to things. Knowing that meeting myself where I am is the path to freedom and greater self-expression. So meeting that mind chatter, that's where I get freedom. That's where I get greater self-expression, because no longer am I stopped or halted by the idea. I recognize the idea and go, wait a second, I have evidence. So I'm just going to push on, because it's likely I can create a beautiful piece of artwork. But if I allow my mind to tell me I can't, then I'm going to stop. And then I won't have created what I really want to have in the world, or what I feel compelled to create, or what I'm excited to create, right? The fact that I'm excited about it means that it's meant for me, means that it's an expression that needs to come through me. So all I have to do is show up and keep allowing that expression to come, right? So there's a contemplation here of, how am I here at this moment? How do I navigate this? How do I become more generous with the thoughts going on? How do I stay present with the initial inspiration, even though it feels a bit rocky right now? Because we will find our way through. And this is a whole big metaphor for life at the moment, if you want to extrapolate to that as well, because I do. Anyway, so through our journey, we get to lead people through our life-earned wisdom. There are so many on the path behind us who don't have as much life earned wisdom as maybe I do, right? I've been in the trenches with my creativity for a particular length of time, so I know some things that someone just starting out doesn't know. Because I know what I know, I can then lead those who are coming up the path behind me. And I can say, oh, watch out for that rock. That's your mind playing tricks on you. Just walk around it. It's okay. You don't have to believe that pothole or that obstacle. It's not the truth. Just go around it. Keep coming this way. You're going to be fine, right? And so many on the path behind us, they're floundering because they have just a little tiny bit of wisdom. They don't have all the wisdom to draw from that some of us do, right? Or that as we accumulate. I'm not trying to differentiate myself from others. It's just, I've been on this path of navigating my own life and really examining my own life for quite some time. So anyway, I will continue to dive in and learn more about myself, learn more about who I am as a teacher and a leader and as a human, as an authentic, creative, beautiful woman who's sharing into this space of Facebook, into my groups, into my teaching, so that I can be present to my own process and witnessing your process, right? Sharing my wisdom when I see your process stopping you and allowing you to rise up and see a new opportunity, not just the difficulty that keeps showing up and stopping. So there's a whole piece around commitment that, you know, we are either committed to the limitation, the hardship, the challenge, where we turn our focus and we analyze, why do I keep getting stopped here? And why can't I, you know, and try to rework that rock or that obstacle. And that's certainly an option. And it's been an interesting option, but it doesn't often create new opportunities. So how do we turn from that rock or that obstacle, that mind chatter, to the path that's absolutely clear? Well, we have to create new habits and we have to believe new things and we have to allow ourselves to let ourselves off the hook. We don't have to be so focused there. I know that's kind of maybe the habit that we've gotten into, but we don't have to overanalyze the rock or the obstacle. We don't. We can turn our attention to, I see the rock, I know it's there, but I also know there is this beautiful opportunity available to me if I stop believing all that stuff. So when I stop believing that I can't paint, that I can't draw, that I can't create beautiful art, then I open up the opportunity for creating a piece of beautiful art. I'm going to grab one. This is a current one that I'm working on. Look at that. I created that through my own inspiration. And this is just the start. This is an underpainting. It will be a beautiful tulip. As you can see, a few of the petals are coming to life there. But this is what I'm working on today. My mind might look at this and think, oh, well, that's not looking realistic or looking like it should. But it will. It will, as I persist and I don't let that mind chatter tell me, oh, it's no good. Because it is good. It's really good. And it's going to be, oh, why is that not sitting there? Hold on. There we go. And it will evolve. I will evolve. I will get stronger as I work with this particular painting or that particular painting or that one or that, because there's a lot in the studio. It's awesome. Anyway, love this journey. I hope those pearls of wisdom are helpful to you today as we navigate this COVID stay-at-home space of uncertainty. Really get curious. Who are you in this particular moment? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the boulder, the rock, the limitation? And if you are, it's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know that there is a whole world of possibility that's also available. So if you were to turn your eye from the rock, what would you see? What would you be curious about? What would you want to explore? What would what would you really take pleasure in? Because it's okay to feel pleasure during this time. It really is. It really is, to relieve that stress and just have a bit of pleasure, enjoy yourself, curl up with a book, have a hot bath, do whatever feeds your soul at this moment, and you'll get a new idea. But the longer that we stay focused on the rock, the obstacle, however you want to metaphor that, the longer that we allow the fear and the uncertainty and the doubt to run our consciousness, to run our mind, and that's simply not necessary. So here's to new opportunities, new options, new possibilities, turning away from that obstacle. And this really is the only path to growth, is getting present with how am I at this moment, with this circumstance, with this challenge, with this idea. How am I with it? How am I with myself when I am challenged, right? So I hope that's a help. Leave a comment or a message if you have one. All right, bye.